Hello everyone, The Skilled Roy here, and I am back with another custom Legends of Runeterra video. We finally have the results of the contest. This contest was an absolutely amazing time to sort of look over and watch people come up with these cool ideas, and also it was the first time we really sort of made you guys actually work and sort of write stories for your new cards. I think designing flavor isn't something we'll always test, but it's something really fun to sort of throw into the mix every now and then to help sort of stretch our creativity a little bit further than normal. But otherwise though, I know why you guys are here. You guys are here for the results. Well, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with these ones. Alright, so the very first criteria I wanted to sort of go over is actually not one of the top 3 podium placements, but rather the best story. And I think everyone sort of approached this in a really unique way. One thing I really enjoyed from the discussion and the sort of submissions we got was that everyone sort of had a different idea of what a story really meant. Some people did full short stories, some people did logs, some people did small flavor text or just conversations. And I think each of them are a really cool way to sort of show off some of the future ways you can sort of show off flavor in Legends of Runeterra. Even right now in the game, there's a vast difference of the various types of flavor text there is. There's conversational ones, there's like story ones, there's like full basically poems. I think it's a really great way to sort of keep expanding our creativity on that. But I think this was by far the standout, most fun and cool idea in terms of flavor. And that of course is Heimerdinger Freljord, thanks to Argon. This was just a great time. I think the concept alone just really resonated with a lot of people. Having Heimer going to the Freljord and having to deal with the elements there and having that represent also on the card was a great way to tie flavor with his story. And I think that was honestly the main thing that a lot of people really enjoyed when they were looking at the card. Amazing story work, Argon, and you win the best story slash best flavor for this competition. But here we are. The actual design portion of the contest. In third place. Honestly, when I saw this, I was really happy because this card is something I really enjoy about the sort of interactions between players in Legends of Runeterra. And I think any card that is all about sort of knowing your timings, knowing what the opponent's timings are, and constantly counterbalancing against that, and that bluffing mini game that you constantly see at a high level, that's what Legends of Runeterra is all about to me. So it should come to no surprise that the winner of third place is Phil's design, Shadow Isles Zed. Honestly, when I saw this design originally, I was so happy because this is a card that not only would I like to see it play, but I would actually like to play against it. I would love to play with it. It's a card that denotes so much more gameplay beyond just, oh, it's a role player in a certain deck. When this card hits the board, you're constantly playing that mind game with your opponent, more so than almost any other champion that really comes to mind for me. And because of that, I'm really glad that it managed to make it to third place because this is one of my favorite designs that I saw coming into the contest. Really great work with this one, Phil. Amazing stuff. Then, in second place, I think this was a card that when everyone saw it, they were like, that's what this contest is about. That is exactly the creativity that this contest breeds. Because when everyone saw it, this thing was the #1 thing talked about basically in the entirety of the design area. And that of course is Freljord Heimerdinger. Freljord Heimerdinger is an amazing design. Of course, it was also done by one of the former winners of the contest, Argon. Amazing work with this. It's genuinely one of the coolest designs, pun intended, sure, that we have ever seen. I think it was a really clever way to sort of expand from Peasy's wide board state to Freljord's tall board state, using the sort of same spell mechanics that Heimerdinger brought. This is a really great way to translate a champion that brings across the same feel of gameplay, but not remotely the same of how it's presented. I think that's a really creative way to do it. Not to mention, of course, the idea of Heimerdinger in this tank is just so hilarious to me. And I think that's something we all imagine him sort of being like anyways when he's inside of that mech outfit for the T-Hex. Honestly though, great work with this. I think this is another one of my big favorite designs, especially from a narrative level. There's a reason why this won Best Narrative, and I think alone, the tie between the flavor and the narrative there was a big reason why this did so well. So great work with this, Argon. I hope to see you in the next one as well. All right, here it is, the first place finisher. If I'm being honest with you guys, it was really close. The votes were literally only 1 vote between first, second, and third. This was probably one of the closest races we've had yet for the contest, and amazing work to all of our podium finishers, and honestly everyone who participated in the contest. This prompt was not easy. We had like probably the most asks we had yet with having to write as well as design cards. So great work to everyone. However, there is only one person in first place. New winner completely new. Congratulations to Empty Landmark Galio with their amazing Lucian in Bilgewater design. I think when I first read this card, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. It's a really cool way to sort of bring in some new mechanics for the 1-cost archetype. But the more you look at it and the more interested you sort of look into that card, you start realizing there's so much more to it. And now I did promise that I would review Empty's card design later today. Little did they know that I was actually talking about on video because they won, but that's pretty funny in another way. Anyways though, thank you so much for this design. Honestly, it did a lot for me when I started reading it over. Using obviously the Wild West Lucian is a perfect way to sort of tie him into the Bilgewater archetype, as well as sort of the new bullet mechanic. The only time I've seen bullets done before, it was with the Samira design I revealed a while back, but this one was a unique sort of twist on it and really sort of made use of a lot of new facets that we now know are possible within the technology of Legends of Runeterra. Honestly, I think this design has a lot more open space. I would love to see a further design, not just on Lucian, but rather on more archetypes that can use these bullet mechanics. Empty, once you finish watching this, please go make a further set of these, because honestly, I think there's a lot of promise here, and I think you can impress people even more by taking this to the moon, so to speak. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone. This was probably one of my favorite contests yet. We're gonna see what the next one is probably in just a few days, honestly. I'd probably get started on the next one right away. But this was a really, really fun contest. The next one won't be so flavor focused though. See, when you're designing, there's some key elements you need to really focus on when you're designing these sort of things. Wording and stuff like that will be really important when you're sort of trying to figure out the rules and stuff like that. So creating new things is like a really big important part of design and sort of expanding things beyond just what one region can hypothetically do. But like I said, we'll sort of talk about the new contest when it comes to it. Thank you again so much, everyone, for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.